Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome back to Flight Simming. Just as last year I wanted to make a flight to the Super Bowl. A year ago the flight took us from Berlin to Phoenix and it didn't go well. I was using the LVFR A319 ACJ, which was plagued with all kind of issues. There were fuel problems, engine outs, and I couldn't select the config full for landing, just to name some of them. This year's Super Bowl is held in Las Vegas, which isn't far from Phoenix. In fact, it's basically the same flight, considering the distance. So I thought it's a good idea to use the same plane and see how many of these issues have been fixed. You know how many? None. Zero. I had the same engine out at about the same location when the center tank ran dry and the system switched to the wing tanks. Again, just like last year, one engine was able to do that, the other one wasn't. I again, just like in the LVFR A330, lost 5 tons of fuel somewhere along the way. And I just made it to Las Vegas with about half a ton of fuel left, despite it being a 9,000 kilometer journey and the plane having a 12,500 kilometer range. I still got the lever asymmetry message and I still couldn't select config full for landing. So within 1 year LVFR has done nothing? Oh no wait, that's not true. They released 2 new planes, the A320ceo and the A330-900neo. Now you might ask yourself, why didn't you just use the Ryzen sim mods for the LVFRs? No. These are payware aircrafts. I don't make any content with the Ryzen mods because I don't want to misrepresent what the LVFRs are. What if you're on Xbox and you can't just use some mods? And what is this mindset anyway? Oh, our planes are shit. Well, just use some mods that the community made and then everything is fine. And to be fair, it's not just LVFR. In fact, it's kind of everywhere. Oh, a sim looks like someone diarrheaed all over your screen. Just use X-Shade or Reshade or Shade X. You don't like the dark cockpits? Just use XP12 Enhancer. You don't want to look at the same shitty ground textures? Get Auto. And your clouds look very unrealistic. And as far as I know, visually identifying clouds is part of flight training. Shouldn't your professional sim be able to provide that? Nah, please install Xenviro or Visual XP. Oh, you want lights at night at the airport? You know, nighttime? Half the time per year on average? Sorry, we don't provide that. But you can download and install airport lights. Nice little add-on. And have a look at this nice summer's day in Berlin. Oh no, wait, that's February? Then why is everything so green? No problem, just install AccuSeasons. And what if some of these add-ons crash my sims and thus are unusable for me? Well, tough luck. It's just very convenient to take credit for the feature without having to take responsibility for it working properly. What do you want? It's there, but it's not working. Yeah, that's not our fault. Now, 2 things about that. A, why is it impossible for these sim developers, or in LVFR's case, the plane developer, to do something that modders can? And B, the developers don't have to worry about a thing. Because if you mention any of that, they have a legion of fanboys ready to defend their sim no matter what. What do you want? Just install all these add-ons and then it's fine. But they crash my sim. Well, it works for me. So go pound sand. And to be fair, it's not just flight sims. There are so-called community patches for basically every Bethesda game, which fixes bugs, some of which are like a decade old and re-emerge with every new game. They don't even bother anymore. And I know we cannot demand everything from the developers. There will always be room for mods and enhancement. And that's absolutely awesome. But at least the basics. I mean, come on, lights at night? The correct clouds? Not having to puke every time you look out of the window? That's not too much to ask. And I know what you're gonna do, right? Your cockpits are dark and there's a solution for free. You're gonna use it. I don't exclude myself from that. I use and promoted airport lights, which is great. The same goes for the Horizon Sims mods for the LVFRs. This is not an attack on the add-on developers. On the contrary, I am very happy that we have such a dedicated and talented community. These mod developers are enhancing our flight sim experience and that's a very good thing. I don't blame anyone for using these mods. And if all these mod developers could focus on both enhancements, planes, stuff like GSX that improves quality of life and immersion, all would be good. But they are also fixing absolute basic stuff. And I think that just needs to stop. In any event, at least we must be able to call out that, in my opinion, pretty shitty behavior by the developers. Okay, that's it for today. I talk to you soon. Until then, take care and tschüss.